What exactly is trading about? How exactly should it be done? It can be summed up in 4 words. Categorization should be explained to you in 5 minutes. Before talking about categorical responses, the first thing to understand is what trading is about. Many people have a superficial understanding of the buying and selling of orders. But is that essentially the case? It's like you're fighting a landlord with someone else. Is that fighting the landlord a card? Playing cards and buying and selling orders are superficial actions. But that's not the essence of the matter. We are now looking at the chart of the candlestick. This is our tool for observing the market. Candlestick charts are drawn based on price changes on time frames. The reason why the price changes is because of the filling of long and short orders in the market. The execution of orders requires the funds on the account and the funds in and out. The action of buying and selling comes from the person behind the account. So when you're trading, the way to participate is through the act of buying and selling. But the essence of this matter is to talk to the market, the other participants in the group game, as long as you go to fight the landlord. Everybody's playing their cards, but it's up to the person holding the cards to play. When you're playing cards, you're actually playing with other participants. It's just that the opponent of a game like fighting landlord is right in front of you. And the game of trading the market, many people only have candlestick charts in their eyes. I didn't see the opponent behind me at all. So one sentence to illustrate what trading is about. Of course, this refers to short to medium-term trading. Short and medium-term trading is actually following group games by other market participants. In the previously released video, there is a special talk about game thinking. I explained this from different angles. I know that short and medium-term trading is a group game. So what should be done about this? A lot of people pay special attention to the rules when trading. It seems that you can make money by being able to firmly implement your own trading system. I didn't make any money because of that. Caused by poor execution of one's own mentality. If that's what the truth really looks like, that writes a quantitative program that doesn't have a mindset problem. The execution is also absolutely good. Can you make money by quantifying your rules? In this way, it will not be the final landing that requires rules. But the advantage in the game is not. It's built on mechanical rules. It's better to go than a mechanical rule. The way to deal with group games in the trading market, I think, is to deal with them by category. Let me give you an example. It's like how we get along with other people in society. We are in the process of getting along with other people. The way to deal with it is like the rules that land at the end of the transaction. So how do we get along with other people? Is it enough to learn this rule? Actually, it's not a good way. Because people are different from each other, and the things they encounter are also different. Different things with different people. The situation you encounter is destined to be extremely complicated. In such a more complex situation, a more effective way to do this is to respond by category. To put it simply, one type of person will have a similar logic of behavior. There are similar behaviors when encountering some situations. Knowing what this type of person does, how they do things, then you will be able to know how to get along with this type of person. For example, if I look at a person, I look at 3 main things: desire, goal, ability, resources, principle, bottom line. Through these 3 aspects, different types of people can be divided. If a person has a lot of desires, he doesn't have the ability and resources. There is no bottom line of principles in doing things. So think about what these kinds of people do. A lot of the time there is no bottom line. Ways to get resources to satisfy your desires. Those who violate the law and discipline and rub the edge of the ashes. A large percentage of people are of this type. Know what kind of behavior such people will have. So how to get along with this kind of person must be far away. In the same way, The other group of people has long-term goals. Always invest in one field, do things with principles and bottom lines. But right now, we don't have any resources. What do you think the future holds for this kind of person? How are you going to get along with this kind of person? If he has encountered difficulties in the process of growing up, need help, I would definitely be willing to help. Types are divided by the angle of observation. Then know a certain type of person. What kind of behavior might be? What kind of things will you do, and then you will know how to deal with them. In this logic, the ultimate response is the rule. But here's the more important thing. The previous category goes back to trading. We're seeing a wide variety of market movements. It's actually people behind the scenes who are involved in the intricacies of the situation. A more effective way to do this is to respond by category. Find out how a certain type of market might go in the future. And then there's how to deal with it. If you don't have the previous classification, just learn the rules of coping. That's putting the cart before the horse. On the contrary, if you know a certain type of situation, what might happen in the future match the rules to the likely trend. This makes it easier to make a profit. And there's a little bit of a relative ease of trading. You just don't need to understand all the market movements. You just need to be able to find a type of market that you can understand. For example, BTC has risen very sharply recently. On October 30th, I also talked about this case in the community. The current trend is also good with the trend of October 23, including the trend of the recent daily chart of Shanghai and gold in the futures market. There is also the spot 4-hour level of gold in September. Actually, it's all one type. Did you find any similarities? In my system, this type of trend is a continuous structure of adjustment consolidation. Identify this as a type of trend. Then know how this type might run in the future. There are several possibilities. Then there are the rules for dealing with actual trends. Making a deal is like making a sale. As long as you can afford to handle one type of customer, to be able to make money. As long as a product can meet the needs of one type of customer, has its own living space. In the market, as long as you can understand one type of trend, it is enough to gain a foothold in the market. It's just that the vast majority of people don't see the opponent of the group game. I don't know how to gain an advantage in the game. All day of energy is spent studying the rules. But there are prerequisites for not knowing the application of rules. Because I know what type of person will do things. Then there is a corresponding way to deal with it. Know what type of market might work. There will be corresponding trading rules. In so many years of trading, I've also tried various ways of trading. But the classification should be much simpler. An easy and effective way to make a profit. When you have enough experience, I know how to get along with different types of people. Then you must be able to understand what it is called. Categorization responds to complex market conditions.